Hi, my name is Willie Lawson. I am the CEO, Chief Bottle Washer, Janitor, and Night Watchman of FightbackMedia.com. Thank you ever so much for all the support here on YouTube that we've gotten in the past 28 days. It's been amazing. It's been off the charts, really. Um, want to let you know that I appreciate it, but I also want to let you know that my Google AdSense account has been crap for about 6 years, 4 or 5 years for sure, and we're not making any money. There's no shot for us to make any money with YouTube videos, but we do appreciate that you like and that you subscribe and that you connect. It is the engagement and the connection that is the most important part. So let me get started today with today's video. Today's video is what people are calling Conservative Inc. has got it wrong again. And it is devastating. Actually, it's actually devastating that they got it wrong again. Because we can't afford for them to get it wrong a lot. This is a hard enough task to do without that. A few days ago, last week, we saw a video from, and this is, and again, it's another Candace Owens story, but I think this Candace Owens is just the face of Conservative Inc. And Conservative Inc. is those a lot of the black conservatives that are enjoying time on PragerU and hell, I wish I was on PragerU. I ain't hating PragerU for sure, but it's the people who have the major platforms, and I'm not jelly. I'm not in that sense. I'm not, because if I have to do what they do to have that platform, I just soon stay here. I just soon stay here. Not about the clout. And as you know, we keep doing these videos and we're not getting any money for it. So it's not about the money. It truly is not. It really has to be about the message and the change. But anyway, you saw the video of Candace and Brandon Tatum doing pretty much the very same thing. Laying out the laundry list of past sins of George Floyd. Now, in all fairness, she did say, and so did Brandon Tatum. They did say that what happened to Mr. Floyd was wrong. They did, because you have to. There was it's one of those few times in the world that you almost had 100% agreement across the board on an event. The only other time that you have that kind of agreement is when people don't want the Patriots to win a Super Bowl. That's the only other time that you have that kind of universal agreement. Yeah, Tom Brady's in Tampa. Yeah. Okay, but in any case, so listen carefully. So if this shouldn't be taken as I'm jealous of Candace Owens and her success, and I want to be part of Blexit, and I'm a graybeard and they didn't call me, so I'm jelly. It isn't. It is hopefully a correction. Hopefully we can get in the ear and in the mindset of those that are leading this so-called Blexit thing. I've learned in my time that tone and timing are key to everything. Hey, you married guys, be married 30 years and tell me that tone and timing isn't important. If you're in politics, you tell me that tone and timing isn't important. That sometimes that tone and timing make the difference. Right? If you're a teacher or an administrator, tell me that tone and timing don't make the difference, because it does. And here is where I think they got it wrong again. The tone is wrong for the time, and the timing is wrong for the time. It doesn't do anybody any good to drag a dead man Because it doesn't matter. If you believe what happened to Mr. Floyd is horrible, then it doesn't matter who he was before he had the life snuffed out of him. He wasn't in a shootout with police, endangering other people in the community. That's not what this was. Nobody saw that. And quite frankly, if you're a Christian, and if you believe in Christian values, and some of you do, and if he had turned his life over to Christ, God just would ignore all that stuff that Brandon and Candace were mentioning. He'd be forgiven for all of it. That's some hard words, isn't it? That's some hard sayings. Yes, the whole nine, and I'm not going to repeat them because I don't want to be them. You can find out what they are. So for a while in his life, he wasn't a good person. Hell, for a while in my life, I wasn't a great person. I was a good person. I wasn't a God person. I was a good person. But if he's turned his life over to Christ and he's saved, then God has forgiven and forgotten all of it. And it didn't have anything to do, nothing to do with how he was murdered on that street. Zero. You understand what I'm saying? So the timing of the Candace Owens video and the Conservative Inc., as we're calling them, and the blexit video is horrific. Because the man had not even been buried yet. It's pretty classless, pretty tasteless. And his past crimes were not germane to the situation. It just seemed like some sort of racist piling on. It just seemed like it was some justification for what Derek Chauvin did to him. And that's what it seemed like. Now, it might not have been what they intended. Maybe not. I don't know. But it sure as hell looked like it, didn't it? And why it's important, why it's important to me that they got it wrong is that I'm a person who believes that it is conservatism that is the cure for what ails urban America. We've seen the failure and the continued failure of progressive policies in our major cities. We continue to see that to this very day, to this very hour. And now it's time to do something different. Now it's time to invoke a more conservative approach to our social discourse and our economic discourse. You notice I didn't say intercourse, right? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Biden. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe that conservatism is the cure to what ails urban America. And it just doesn't hurt. I mean, it doesn't help when people like Candace and Brandon and blexit are screwing up the tone and screwing up the timing. They got it wrong again. But that's why I'm here. That's why you're here too. Listen, make sure if you like what we do, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to know when we're doing another video here, go ahead and hit that notification bell. Now, I don't know how well it's going to work. I just don't know. YouTube shouldn't care. They're not paying us any money, so they shouldn't care who sees us. But they probably do. So until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.